Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital GH. Spoilers indicate that Michael Corinthos has been out of town since earlier this year, as Chad Duell's final episode with the soap aired on January 21. While many fans would love nothing more than for the actor to return to the daytime drama and his GH role, it looks as if the character will be recast. Here's what we know so far. By now, most fans know that Duell left the ABC soap to take a break thanks to some major changes in his life, including losing his father and becoming a first-time dad himself. When Chad announced his departure in November 2024, it was clear to both Duell and fans that the show would leave the door open for his return. With that said, Michael is a pivotal part of the soap and needs to return to storylines sooner rather than later. If Duell isn't up for returning, which seems to be the case, then a recast is needed ASAP. Still, all arrows are pointing toward a recast. On April 8 of this year, The Young and the Restless alum, Robert Adamson, ex-Noah Newman, who played Michael Corinthos as a temporary recast at times, posted a now-deleted tweet on the social media platform, X. In it, he stated, "Thanks for having me in to read for the recast of Michael. Covered the role not once, not twice, but 3 times without notice or time to physically prepare. But I don't even get an opportunity to read." It's clear that General Hospital is looking for a Michael Corinthos recast. However, since Adamson's X post, not much more information has trickled down the pipe. There has been speculation that another Young and the Restless alum, who also played Noah Newman at one point, Rory Gibson, could be the new Michael. That's because he follows both Caitlin McMullen, Willow Tate Corinthos, and Holly Gagne, ex-Jennifer Smith, and acting coach to some GH stars, now on social media. In addition, former Michael Corinthos, Drew Garrett, who was in the role from 2009 to 2010, right before Duell stepped into the character, was recently on Maurice Benard's Sonny Corinthos podcast, State of Mind. This comes off the cusp of Michael recast rumors, so some fans believe he may end up playing the part again, as the appearance was so timely. General Hospital fans, get ready for a potential shakeup that could rattle the very foundation of Port Charles. Rumors are swirling, whispers are intensifying, and backstage murmurs are echoing louder than ever. Michael Corinthos may soon be recast. While ABC has yet to issue a formal statement, sources close to the production are teasing that a casting shift may be on the horizon for one of the soap's most central legacy characters. As one of the most recognizable and deeply entrenched characters on the canvas, any change to Michael Corinthos is bound to send shockwaves across the fandom. Here's what we know so far about what could be a major transition in the GH universe. Michael Corinthos, the son of Carly Corinthos and the late A.G. Quatermain, raised by mob kingpin Sonny Corinthos, has long been a focal point of family drama, corporate intrigue, and romantic entanglements. Over the years, viewers have watched Michael grow from a child born into chaos into a man struggling with his place in 2 powerful and opposing dynasties, the Quatermains and the Corinthos clan. For over a decade, actor Chad Duell has embodied this complicated character, guiding him through loss, betrayal, love, fatherhood, and plenty of Quatermain family squabbles. But with recent storylines hinting at a shift in Michael's arc, and behind-the-scenes chatter growing, speculation is rampant that the role could soon be played by someone new. Chad Duell, who first stepped into Michael's shoes in 2010, has weathered many dramatic turns in the character's journey. From accidentally killing Claudia Zaccara, to being sent to Pentonville, from taking over ELQ to mourning the loss of baby Jonah, only to later discover Wiley was his biological son, Michael has been through it all. And yet something has felt off lately. Fans have pointed out Michael's reduced screen time and more restrained presence in recent episodes. While he's still been involved in Willow's health battle and tangled in drama with Sunny and Nina, Michael has felt somewhat sidelined, and that's led to a growing theory that the writers might be prepping for a major character shift. What adds fuel to the fire is that GH insiders have begun leaking cryptic messages, suggesting that the powers that be are reassessing character portrayals for long-term impact. That kind of language has historically preceded recasts on the soap. For example, fans may recall similar rumblings before the recast of Christina Corinthos Davis, or the shift in roles for characters like Jordan Ashford. Usually point to one thing: a shakeup is coming, whether the fans are ready or not. Another big hint: casting calls. While no casting call has been officially tied to Michael Corinthos by name, sleuthing fans have uncovered a recent ABC casting call that sounds suspiciously familiar. A contract role for a late 20s to early 30s Caucasian male. Strong dramatic skills, must be able to handle emotional range, romantic leads, and scenes with veteran performers. That description, while broad, fits Michael Corinthos to a T-soap. Casting calls are often coded to avoid tipping off viewers, but longtime followers know how to read between the lines. And this one has many convinced the show is searching for a new face to take on the Corinthos heir. So why now? If Chad Duell is still on contract, what could be prompting a recast? There are a few possible explanations. One is the actor's own availability or interest. In past interviews, Duell has been candid about the mental and emotional toll of daytime drama. With a shooting schedule that's grueling and a character arc that's often tumultuous, it's not uncommon for soap actors to step back or reevaluate their futures on the show. Some insiders believe Duell may be pursuing other projects or simply looking for a break. Others suggest creative differences behind the scenes, perhaps disagreements over Michael's direction, are driving a wedge between actor and production. Fans will also remember that Duell temporarily vacated the role in 2021 due to health reasons, during which time Robert Adamson, ex-Noah, Y, and R, stepped in as a temporary Michael. While Adamson was well received by some, viewers were thrilled when Duell returned. But the show proved back then that they were willing to recast Michael, even if temporarily. If Duell were to leave again, especially on short notice, GH has shown it's not afraid to pull the trigger and make a switch. Of course, the biggest question on everyone's mind is, if Michael Corinthos is recast, what does that mean for the show's current storylines? Willow is still recovering from her cancer battle. The Wiley custody situation with Mina is far from resolved, and Michael's fraught relationship with Sunny continues to evolve in unpredictable ways. Any major casting change could drastically shift the tone of those dynamics. A new Michael might bring fresh chemistry to his scenes with Willow, or could even reignite old romantic sparks if the show takes him in a new direction. He could double down on his Quatermain roots or spiral further into mob-related conflicts. A new actor could open doors to storylines that a long-established portrayal simply couldn't pivot into easily. On the flip side, some longtime fans are adamant that no one but Chad Duell can capture the essence of Michael, his blend of vulnerability, rage, loyalty, and inner conflict. The character has grown up before our eyes, and there's an emotional connection between actor and audience that's not easily replaced. Soap fans are notoriously loyal to original actors, especially for roles that have had long tenures. Recasting always runs the risk of alienating viewers, no matter how talented the newcomer is. Still, that hasn't stopped GH in the past. Characters like Carly, Jason, and even Lulu have been played by multiple actors over the years. In fact, GA has a long tradition of reinventing legacy characters through recasts that sometimes breathe new life into storylines. A recast Michael could allow the show to explore bolder material, a darker descent into power struggles at ELQ, or a shocking romance with someone unexpected. There's also the looming return of Morgan Corinthos always hanging over the canvas. If Morgan ever returns from the dead, the brotherly rivalry could be reignited in spectacular fashion, perhaps with a new Michael stepping into place just in time for an epic showdown. Social media has been ablaze with theories, fan casting, and emotional reactions. Some want a return of Robert Adamson full-time, praising his chemistry and ability to step into the role on short notice. Others are pushing for a completely fresh face, someone new to the daytime scene who could redefine Michael from the ground up. There's also the question of whether the show would use a recast as a soft reboot for Michael's character. Could we see a more ruthless Michael, one who dives deeper into the Quatermain world and challenges Ned or even Drew for control of the family fortune? Or could the show finally embrace the darker Corinthos side of Michael and pull him further into Sonny's orbit? Especially now that Sonny's own behavior has been erratic and unpredictable. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.